this trio here, which is being stretched out by the world champion Annemiek van Vleuten.
Welcome to the 26th edition of La Flèche Wallonne Femmes. Nestled between the Amstel Gold Race and Liège-Bastogne-Liège, part 2 of the Ardennes Classics is all about the brutal finish on the Mur de Huy, a true puncher's paradise. Last year, Marta Cavalli won ahead of Annemiek van Vleuten in the first edition without the record 7-time winner Anna van der Breggen, who is now a DS for SD Worx. Van der Breggen and Marianne Vos have won 12 times in total for the Netherlands, although the Jumbo-Visma star is also absent this year. With Cavalli still recovering from injury, FDJ Suez will look to Cecilie Uttrup Ludwig and Evita Music. SD Worx have Demi Follering, the winner of Amstel Gold, while Van Vleuten is after her first win of the year for Movistar. Ashley Moolman-Pasio is another contender, while Trek Segafredo line up with Elisa Longo Borghini and Lizzie Deignan, who's returning after having her second child in September. 2021 runner-up Kasia Niewiadoma is also on form, having come 5th at the Tour of Flanders and 4th at Amstel Gold. The ladies will go up the Mur de Huy 3 times in total, also taking in 2 hikes each of the Côte d'Eref and the Côte de Cherave on the punishing final circuit. The Mur is 1.3 kilometres at an average of 9.6%, with passages at 19%. It's certainly not one for the faint of heart. After some early attacks, 2 riders went clear before the first time up the Mur, Caroline Anderson and the champion of Cyprus, Andrei Christoforou. They were joined by Rachel Neylan and Ella Harris, but they weren't being given much of a gap. With the peloton closing fast, Uttrup Ludwig was caught up in a crash. The Danish champion getting a helping hand from the defending champion to get back into the pack. On the second climb of the Mur de Huy, Van Vleuten decided to up the tempo. The world champion going clear in a select group of 4 with Niewiadoma, Moolman-Pasio and Longo Borghini. That set the alarm bells ringing for SD Worx, who sent their big Swiss ruler Marlen Reusser to the front to close that gap. They made the catch with around 32k to go before a series of counter-attacks. And the best move came from Amanda Spratt of Trek Segafredo. The 35-year-old Australian, who was 5th here in 2018, opening up a decent gap on the peloton. Took a little bit of time for the favourites to get themselves organised, and in the meantime 3 less fancied names trying to bridge across. Justine Guéquière, Ricarda Bauernfeind and Erika Magnaldi. But once the peloton began to motor, they closed the gaps very quickly indeed. The chasing trio soon swallowed up, with Spratt herself caught inside the final 10k on the Côte de Cherave. Following then increased the pace and went clear with 10 other riders: Van Vleuten, Lippert, Moolman-Pasio, Garcia, Longo Borghini, Reolini, Niewiadoma, Chabet, Persico and Ewers. They were caught by another 8 chasers just before the final climb, so 19 potential winners. But Follering was clearly in no mood to mess around. She set a punishing tempo from the foot of the Mur de Huy. Niewiadoma trying to stay in the wheel, Lippert also fighting, but nobody would stop the Dutch star from making it 2 wins in 4 days.
She takes a look behind, and with a shake of the head and the smile starts to come onto the face of Demi Follering. She's out of the saddle for that last little acceleration. You go too soon and it could all be over, and already she's celebrating before she gets to the line. Only 11 different riders from 7 nations have been victorious. Demi Follering, she etches her name in the history books. She becomes the 12th rider in history to win La Flèche Wallonne.
Following in the footsteps of her DS Van der Breggen and claiming her first victory at Flèche Wallonne Femmes, having come 3rd in 2020 and 22. The 26-year-old is having a remarkable season, having already won Strade Bianche, Dwars door Vlaanderen and Amstel Gold. She was also 2nd at the Tour of Flanders and Brabantse Pijl. She is now in a position to complete the Ardennes Triple at Liège-Bastogne-Liège on Sunday. Follering full of praise for her team SD Worx, who've now won 11 one-day races this season.
was again really a team effort. Although, like, I did on myself on the climbs, but in between they really helped me, and yeah, they're really important for me. The last time I just thought I'd do my own pace, and I could not believe that I had a gap. I also saw it very late, I think, and the gap was pretty big, and I was really surprised by that. So I'm really happy.
Vollering takes her 16th career win ahead of Lippert, Movistar second for the second year running. 21-year-old Realini also showing her potential by rounding out the podium ahead of Garcia, Music and Moolman Pasio. Van Vleuten, who has never won this race, could only manage 7th place. Vollering therefore making it 13 wins out of 26 for the Netherlands. She will now try to make history with an Ardennes hat-trick on Sunday. Do join us for that race, and thanks very much for watching.